Okay, so in today's video, I'm going to explain why the MacBook Pro 16-inch is absolutely fantastic for editing photos. And it actually has a couple of benefits that makes all other types of solutions irrelevant. Like here I have the Mac Mini with a nice big 32-inch display. There are situations where the MacBook Pro 16-inch is actually better for photo editing. So let's get started. So like always, I'm just going to give you the short answer and the long answer. The short answer is that yes, the MacBook Pro 16-inch is obviously good for photo editing, regardless of which software you use, assuming that the software works on Mac OS. But other than that, yes, the MacBook Pro 16-inch, considering how much they charge for it, you should be able to edit photos. And yes, you can. And yes, I have. And I do recommend it for that purpose. Now, the reason why the MacBook Pro 16-inch is very good for editing photos is because the display itself is stellar. And I mean state-of-the-art stellar. It's got all the P3 gamut. It's perfectly synchronized to show accurate colors. Where sometimes if you're using, I don't want to say third-party monitor, but something like an LG or an Asus monitor, it might not be configured the correct way to show the colors correctly. With a MacBook, it's all done from the start. And you can even choose these different gamut settings in the settings of Mac OS. So it's beautifully calibrated for photo editing. That's what I'm trying to say here. The performance is stellar. The Apple Silicon M chips are just fantastic, regardless if you get the M1 Pro or the M2 Pro or the M1 Max or the M3 Pro or M3 Max. God, there are a lot of MacBook Silicon chips out there. But honestly, I don't think that makes much difference. Like if you want to really invest into your photo editing skills, do not get the M3 Max because you think it will give you some kind of an edge. It will not be faster. Like we're talking nanoseconds faster maybe, but no, any MacBook Pro 16-inch will get the job done. The only thing that I will say though, and I think that some people who watch my content, they'll get tired of me saying this, but for the love of God, just get 16 gigs of RAM. Do not get 8 gigs of storage. Never, ever. No matter what anybody says, 8 gigs of storage of RAM is not enough. Did I say storage a couple of seconds ago? I meant RAM. We're going to get into storage in a couple of moments. But when it comes to RAM, just get 16 gigs of RAM. Like no exception to this rule. Okay? It's more future-proof. You put in a lot of money into this thing. Get yourself 16 gigs of RAM. Period. Now, storage. Storage is difficult, and I always have difficulty describing the issue here. So normally I would, of course, recommend as much storage as possible because it is very expensive to upgrade. In fact, you can actually upgrade the storage on the MacBook Pro 16-inch. It's, I suppose, technically possible, but it's so difficult that I don't recommend that anybody even tries this. Apple's put in certain precautions that you should not upgrade your own storage. And so the difficult situation here is that while I do want you to get something like 1 terabyte or 2 terabytes, it will just cost you so much that it's just not worth it. And technically, yes, you could get an external SSD, and that is something that I like to do. I have an external SSD hooked up to my Mac Mini, and it just works well all the time. But with a MacBook Pro, it's a bit different, because the MacBook Pro is supposed to be compact. You have it on your lap, and you have this dangling storage. It works. It's just not a very pleasant experience. Unless you always have your laptop on your desk, just hook up through USB-C, then it's fine. Don't worry about it. I'm just saying that if you're the type of person that likes to lay on your couch and do some photo editing, it's just annoying to have that storage space dangling. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, in short, yes, the MacBook Pro 16-inch does a fantastic job for photo editing. And I think that they did the screen extra good on the MacBook Pro 16-inch so that you could do professional graphic design and photo work. So yes, I definitely recommend the MacBook Pro 16-inch. It's expensive, but in a sense, I think it's well worth it. Okay. Hope you enjoyed this video, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.